HOWE2 Outdoors. Thank you,
Small feet.
There you go, Faith. I have to take it completely out of the bag.
Welcome aboard.
We're waiting to get our rifle cases, and Neil's already talked to the guy that gets called to get them, so who knows how long it'll be. Hopefully not too long, because he needs his beauty sleep. I'm tired too. It's only 8 o'clock here, but at home it's 11 something, so. Hey, gotta get these sweet ladies. There you go. Hey.
Okay, so bring us back some fish.
Dale's over here. Dale's over here getting pictures out the window. Got Todd right here. He's trying to get pictures, so we are real close to being right over top of where we're going to be hunting our moose. So it is crazy. Look out this window. Let me turn this around.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yep. I'm just going to hold this way up top.
Alright, so over those other campers heading towards, as we head up to the Yakutat Airport.
Yep. So we really are going to fly basically right over top
Pretty much right over
of our
top.
camp.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's cool. So we'll do a little scout, little pre-season scouting, keep a sharp eye out. Yep. Get her done, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ed's. That's Ed's.
How you doing?
There we go.
I'm going to give you another one down there to run around town.
Okay, thanks.
I know this thing is like only reliable. It's a diesel. So,
Nice.
yeah, it's been here 15 years and I paid $1,400 for it.
Yeah.
15 years ago. And
We got her.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not very good.
Man, that's rough.
I can see outside through the floor right here.
Yeah, that one is definitely full
Okay.
compared to like some of these other ones.
All right.
I refill those suckers.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
gonna start doing that.
You do? I tried to do that.
Hey, there's the sunshine, man.
Yeah.
Goes, huh?
Yeah.
Pull that out and get the case of the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What up?
This is what happens when they don't get you out of the cabin in time.
We're in
Don't tell
trouble.
Don't tell my wife I said that.
We got Taster's Choice. Or we got
As long as it's not flavored coffee.
Folgers.
Coffee bags.
You want that?
I just found you guys run a store.
Alright, you want some cheese for your quesadilla stuff? Sure. Alright, yeah.
I don't know, man. Prices here are really good.
I don't see it.
What are you looking for?
Eggs. He's looking for exact eggs. We're not fish bucks, but egg bucks. And now we might not need it.
It's the only size we have.
Okay, that's fine.
I think we made it. I think we made it anyways.
I was gonna say, if you guys want, you can put it all in one.
That
Are you
worked.
flying out?
We are flying out. Yeah.
Okay, it'd probably be easier to put it all in one instead of
Bunch of small ones.
okay, two small ones. But if you want two small.
Okay.
All right, guys. Hey, this might be the only sunshine we get.
Are we live?
We're live.
Hey, we're
Okay.
live.
It's always nice to know that.
This,
I sound goofy right off
You
the
gotta
bat.
tell
You
me
always
that
do.
so I can suck in my gut.
but
you know, look better
yeah,
on.
the blue one's ours. That's what we're hoping to get on here pretty quick and hopefully get into camp. This is our moose hunt, fly-in moose hunt. We're gonna run an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast when we get back. And John here has been super. This is the third Suburban we've been in since we've been here.
He's in charge of logistics.
No, you don't.
All right.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right.
Okay.
Load up.
Okay.
All right, guys, be safe, man.
All right.
You got her.
See you guys there. Thanks.
Well, you're lucky you got him because you got his own thing going down there.
Yeah, very fortunate.
I've never been. Okay, I've never been in a small plane ever in my life.
Oh, no kidding.
No.
Holy moly.
Yeah. I'm a little.
You know what?
You know.
They're safer than the big planes,
Yeah.
depending. You know, if you have to force land somewhere, you much would rather be in one of those than a big plane. You guys are good. You said the weather was good.
Nice bull wandering around close to camp.
Shed antler. Right here at our camp. I'm sure someone found it and just brought it in here and threw it down. But I'm telling you what, if I don't get a moose, this is going home with me. I'm going to have me an antler one way or another. That's cool. But we seen, I tried to get him on video flying in, but we seen 3 really big bulls flying in and 6 cows and a small bull miles from us, so they're not bulls we're going to be hunting. We didn't see anything right here. There was one about a mile to the north, which ironically is the area that I was really looking at on the maps, but right now they're refueling the plane, and I haven't even been in the cabin yet, so the bugs are thick. Thick.
Be safe. Have a good weekend. Thanks.
Camp, yeah.
Hey,
We're here.
missions a go.
All right. I'm just gonna walking into the camp. Home sweet home.
Here, you read it. I haven't read it.
That's nothing.
No, you can't get a hotel room for that.
Are you getting proof?
You got domestic
Are you
duties
getting
here.
Proof of me doing dishes?
Domestic duties,
My
yeah.
wife is not to know about this.
Don't let her watch my video. Well, we're here at Moose Camp, and I've been scouting for a few months on satellite, and there's a chain of old ponds and a stream, and son of a gun, Ed walks out and runs into a bull moose 200 yards from our camp. We just got here. That's the spot I've been looking at and been thinking about hunting all this time, and now we got 4 guys that want to hunt it, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna just walk around out there just a little bit, see if I can find Todd and Ed. And this is our camp right here, man. We got this cabin rented. We got 2 canoes, and we're here for the next 8-9 days, I guess. And we're gonna make the best of what we got, man.
3/4 the way down here.
Yeah,
He was to the left.
there's snow above them.
The, like, yep.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Grassy knob, yep.
My binoculars are back in the cabin, but
You can use these if you want.
I just grabbed my camera. I don't want to miss nothing, man. First morning of moose camp. We got in here yesterday afternoon, fairly late. That shed antler here was on the airstrip here. But if you look back there, if you can see it, a beautiful mountain range right there. And while we were unpacking, Ed went back to this little slough where I've been actually scouting to actually do a little bit of hunting. And there's a bull moose coming across it 400 yards from our camp. So obviously it's not open yet. We got 2 more days. But just up here trying to enjoy the scenery, enjoy the weather. And seen a bunch of sheep yesterday. There were a few miles from us. I guess they were goats, probably not sheep. But Alaska, man, it's crazy up here. Some pretty crazy country here. Right up there on the end of this little waterway is where that big moose went across yesterday that Ed the Ed videoed real quick. That's where I'm planning on going up through to see about hunting. I'm gonna get my other boots on and I'm gonna get across the edge and walk the edge of this swamp up and just see if I can get up in there, see if I can. There's trails all over here, so. Well, it's the opening morning of moose season here in Alaska. So day one of hunting. Even this is day 4 of our trip. We did some salmon fishing and we did a couple days of scouting. Actually, we only did really 1 day of scouting, Neil and I at least. We picked a spot out that day. We think we really got a chance of getting one. There's a lot of game trails, and we went back in yesterday and fixed a little spot. We'll show you when it gets daylight. But hey, buddy.
It's gonna be a good day.
It's gonna be a great day. Look at these mountains. That's crazy, man. Crazy. Well, we're headed down the runway from our cabin, and we got to go through some brush, and we actually have to go past that grizzly kill. That makes me nervous because that's between us and where we're gonna sit, and just below where we're gonna sit is actually where we found the divot for the grizzly den. But do what we can do. I think I got our spot where we cut in right here. Neil's still getting set up. We've made it to our makeshift tree stand setup. We come in here yesterday with a couple boards we found at camp, and we tied them into this tree so we can get up above everything. We're a lot higher than we wanted to be, but this gives us a vantage point like none other. There's a huge game trail about 45 yards from us that comes from the river area over into this thick stuff. And that's what we're banking on is going to be. That's what we're banking on, where things are going to come from. But I'm going to do some calling. And this may be one of the shadiest tree stand setups you've ever seen. But I think Neil was right. He said we had to get up, and that was the right call. So I'm going to do a couple cow calls. And then we'll just, like two, and maybe just a little bit of a moan. And then we'll shut up for like an hour. First day of Alaska, moose season. We having fun yet? Well, we've been up in the tree, what is it, 9:30? 2 hours and 15 minutes. Just super high winds. Well, we've sat here in this tree for 11 hours, I think. There's a cow, moose, a long ways away, but the way we have to walk out, we've heard her calling 4 or 5 times now. We're getting close to not having enough light. That's probably all we have for the first day. Obviously, if something shows up, we'll try to get it, but if you don't hear from us, it'll be tomorrow. Well, it's day 2. Day 2 of moose season. Had a lot of rain last night. What we didn't show you, when we come out onto the airstrip, there was a cow moose on the end of it. We got as close as we could and realized it was a cow. Ed spotted it first, so he would have been the shooter. But right now I'm just waiting for Neil to get around. And it's a beautiful morning. It's poured all night long. But it's nice and still right now. So I'm just going to sneak out to where we caught the salmon to see if I, by the grace of God, can't catch a moose sitting there. That's where Ed seen the bull the first day. I wanted to be out of that camp an hour ago, but that didn't happen. All right, I need to break in right here. I was walking down that trail, and I just done a little interview on my phone. I had this camera here, my big camera, packed in my backpack. And I walked around the corner, and there stood a bull. And he ran. And you'll hear me tell the story, so I'm not going to spoil it for you. I didn't get the shot on video. I was a little excited. I mean, I was really excited. Man, I got out here, great big moose stood right here in the creek. I got him down! I got him down right behind the camp! Holy cow! Holy cow! Look at the size of this sucker! Look at that, guys! Look at the, what do they call that? Is that just a beard?
Yeah, I guess.
Look at that thing, that's got to be 20 inches long.
A waddle or whatever.
No kidding, and there's the teeth the fish and game need, right? Them teeth right there?
Yeah, they need the bottom 5 inches.
Bottom 5 inches.
I got a hacksaw to make that easy.
That's awesome.
So there's our moose, and pan over, there's our salmon hole right there. And our cabin is 200 yards right there.
That's awesome.
This is crazy awesome.
It's like a dream, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, I have lots of dreams. A lot of them are nightmares. This one doesn't happen to be one of
I get
those.
to learn how to forge or something. This is going to be good. Yeah.
Yep.
There's my crew. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
There's the crew.
And yes, there you go. And then when we get done cutting it up and carrying it back and we're all exhausted, I'm going to thank you again.
I'm gonna have some coffee and
Yeah.
some kind of
Double up on
There,
Tylenol.
there you go. Yeah. Get the knee brace out.
We're gonna celebrate.
All right, man. There it is.
Get up.
Boom. All right. First of all, thank you, Jesus. Look at the size of this animal. Massive. I got to shout out to Ed and Todd, all the leg work they did. My buddy Neil coming out with me. This is awesome. I'd list all my sponsors right now. I don't have any. But the cool thing about this, our camp is 200 yards or less right through there. And the other cool thing is this little slough here, or slough as we call it, the slough right here. And there's just a little trickle of water that the salmon are running up through. And we've pounded the salmon there. We got food on the table from right there. And 60 yards away, we got steaks on the table right here. And the ironic part is, that little creek I told you, it ain't very wide. The salmon run up through, that's where we fill the water bag. That's where we threw salmon carcasses for they'd float downstream for we didn't have the bear screw with us. And I come around that corner, and here stood that bull. His eyes got that big around, and mine did too. He turned around and run, I made a couple grunts. Ooh, ooh, and he turned broadside. And I remember having it on his shoulder blade, and then I drifted back a little bit because I didn't want to blow the meat up. And he just stood there. Then I shot him again, and he stood there. Then he trotted and run around here, and I shot him again. And he turned over here, and he was going to go down, but he was rocking. And man, I'm a firm believer. If it's up, you put him down. And then I shot him quartering in right there, just a little bit far back, and he fell down. And then I screamed and scared everything within 40 miles of here. But dude, I got a bull moose.
Yeah.
Dude. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? As they say on all the videos, and now the work begins. I can't thank you guys enough, man. It's just, I've done it twice to you now.
Well, you know, when Dave and Pat didn't come along, we were thinking, who are we gonna get? I immediately thought of you, Tom.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate all the
I
work
knew
you
you
do.
did videos, and I knew you liked to hunt. You know?
How to Outdoors got her done. Dude, I can't. How many points you got? I better count these. I count these on video, I guess. I'm going to count the points now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pointer. That's how they do it on TV. He's got 3 brow tines on one side and 2 on the other. So when Todd called me and wanted to know if I wanted to come out here, you know, I see all these videos of Alaska. I mean, we're in Alaska. And it has to be 50 inches wide, and you see these guys with these spotting scopes, and they're calculating, okay, an ear's this long, so if I put that ear up that antler, how wide is it? And as soon as Todd said, any bull, I was game right then. I had to talk to my wife, and, you know, that's never been an adventure for me. I said, honey, Todd called, and he wants me to go moose hunting. She says, I think you ought to go. I mean, it was that quick. And then they had the buddy drop out, and then I thought of Neil. I didn't think of Neil as a master hunter, like I probably should have.
He's not.
But he is he's a backpacking, backwoods type, packing stuff in, so I knew this would be an adventure for him too. And luckily he said yes. He said yes. And here it is, 1,000-pound bull moose laying here.
Oh.
Hey guys, I appreciate it. Who's first? Any new holes?
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.
You betcha. Yep.
Here we go. 1 moose down. We'll have that back to camp probably in 4 hours from shot to finish. So
Pretty good.
that's real good.
You got 4 quarter bags, 4 meat bags. There's 8 sacks total.
And these weigh 100 pounds apiece. These 2 big ones.
Yep.
They're 75. We got some meat here, but that is great.
Wow. This is just the front shoulder.
Obviously, I wanted to get him on video. That's not always the way life works. I guess I'll get on this side for you can at least see his antlers. That's not always how life works. I am literally, when I shot this bull, I was less than 100 yards from camp. 100 yards. We're not even hunting here. We were headed way back up into a clearing that Neil and I had found a couple days ago when we was scouting. And I walk around and this bull's just standing there. It's just, my wife says I repeat myself a lot, but I just can't believe it. Man, when he ran, I think watching a lot of videos of other people hunting, he ran, so I knew, I mean with a deer you try to stop him. But I knew, I just went, ooh, ooh. When he heard that, he stopped and he turned sideways and I put one in him, he just stood there. And then I jacked another shell in, boom, I shot, and he just stood there. And then he started to run, and then he went around this little loop here and he stood right behind me. And then my third shot, put all these are right in the front shoulder. They're just behind the front. I hope I didn't hit the front shoulder. I consciously said get him behind the front shoulder because I'd rather blow a hole through him and not waste meat than to put him down quicker and have all that wasted meat, especially on an animal like this. But I put another one in the third round there. Well, then my gun has them little holes. I meant to take them out today because it's raining, and I guess that's a cloth one, so it would, or a elastic one. But I've had those things being leather and get wet, and you can't get the shell out of it. But I didn't do that, so I forgot about it. So I just real quick yanked one of them out, jacked the 4th shell in, and he went and he stood right there, and he was going down. He was wobbling. He was done. He was quartering a little bit, so I put it a little further back than like the front shoulder because I wanted to get it up here. And when I pulled the trigger, whoom! I lied to you. I pulled the trigger on that, and his knees started buckling. He just started rocking. And as I was grabbing my 5th shell out, I dropped it. I bent over and I looked back up. When I looked back up, his head was rocking. He might have rocked once, and down he went. And then I let out the traditional How-To Outdoors war hoot, and that scared every wolf and every moose for miles around. But wow, just crazy. Can't even believe it. Just crazy. Hey, thanks for joining How-To Outdoors. I appreciate everything you do. Just the comments, just watching this stuff, because this isn't fancy. This is real life. Once again, I didn't get the shot on video, but what do you do? You know, what do? You get the game down. It's about the video, but it's about the animal. And I probably could have got but the camera's in my bag. I just didn't stand a chance, and it just didn't. I can still hear my son Levi's words when he called me the morning that I left, I guess. He says, "Dad, if you have a chance to get one and you can't get the video, shoot them." And that's what I did. So, all right, man. Take care.